everybody, I'm Mahin, and this is your Bellydance Quickie. Today we are going to go over basics for candle arms for palm flames or hand candles. And then in some future episodes we will be going over ways to incorporate them into more complex movement. So first off, let's say that if you have any issues with shoulder mobility, wrist mobility, undiagnosed injuries, old injuries, pain in your joints there, that this may not be the thing for you because this does quite require a lot of mobility and flexibility both at the wrist and at the shoulder. So assuming you are all good with that, let's go ahead and start this out. So we're going to start from a position out here. So arms are out, and not out stock straight, just out this way. And if you have, depending on the size of the base of your candles or your palm flames, your hand may be held a little bit differently. Mine are about 4 inches across in diameter and fit the palm really nicely, so I can have them just balanced across the palm and part of my fingers here. So I'm going to have them out here. The first thing we have to do when we do this is to turn it in towards us. Now, of course, this is going to be on fire, so you can't turn it in too close to you. So that means that turning your palm flame in means that your elbow has to go out and the shoulder has to rotate here. So we have to come in to this position, which is so lovely just as it is, isn't it? But we pass right through it. So here, and then from here, the shoulder has to dip forward a little bit as we extend the arm back. So I'm going to show you this from the side as well so you can see what's happening. Now from here, I have to bend the elbow and turn this up, and again, my shoulder has to rotate and come out this way and here. So as you're doing this, now the palm flames that I make and sell and use don't have any oil in them that is loose. So I could turn it upside down like this, and of course, well, the flame would come up, but I mean, if I did unlit, when it's saturated, I could do that and nothing would be dripping out. So I don't have to worry about that. But if you have a candle and you have melted wax in there that's pooling near the wick, you have to be really careful to keep this incredibly level so it doesn't either run over or put your wick out with the wet, the melted wax. I've used them before, I know. So, okay, so here, having the arm in like this, and then diving the shoulder forward, extending the arm out. I'm never really coming to an elbow locked position when I do this though. So coming in, and then I have to drop my shoulder back and around and take this up and over my head, open the shoulder back like this. So I'm going to do this from the side, and I want you to watch the pitch of my shoulder here. So arm out, I'm going to take it in. My shoulder's pretty much in a normal position, starting to come this way, here, coming around, up, and my shoulder, my shoulder blade and my shoulder are going to drop down my back here and then come back out. So coming in, here, here, and then here is where my shoulder starts to roll, shoulder blade starts to roll down the back like that. So on the other side, try this one. So here, starting out at a waist height, nice soft arm, your palm level, coming in. Shoulder comes forward. This is why I said you have to have a lot of mobility in your wrist, because in order to keep these level, you have to really turn the wrist. Then drop the shoulders back, up and over your head, and around like that. Okay, so if you are right-handed or left-handed, one arm is probably going to be more flexible for you than the other, and the other side will just need more practice, because this is definitely something that gets done on both sides. You can't really get away with only one. Most of the time we use them either sequentially, one right after the other, or at some overlapping pattern, which we'll get into. So let's go ahead and we're going to start from out here, and we're going to do one at a time, taking them up to the top. So we're going to go in and around and up to the top, and in and around and up to the top, like that. Okay, let's try that again. Take them out, come in, around, up to the top, in and around and up to the top, like that. So, like I said, in future ones we're going to go over some ways to put these together, but I wanted really to get the basic mechanics of these down in this episode right here. So we will start to overlay them one over the other a little bit. So let's go ahead and take this out here. And we're going to go take the first one, in and around, and up to the top. And now we're going to take this one out as we take this one in, and around, and up to the top. Now as this one comes in, this one's going to come out to level, and and around and up to the top and in and around and up to the top and in and around and up to the top, like that. So that is your first level of laying these one on top of the other. It's kind of like when you learned snake arms. You had to learn to roll one back and then the other back, and then you learn to do them one right after the other and coordinate the shoulders. It's kind of like that. So this is one of the fancier things that we can do with our palm flames. And if you want to make sure that you do these in kind of a medium pace, because if they go too quickly, then we really can't appreciate the path of the flame as it kind of makes the spiraling shape next to you. So you don't want to move them too quickly. That kind of ruins the effect, I think. So that is what I have for you today. And if you have not already heard, then in the actual email for the Bellydance Quickies, that I have a new project going on. So if you are interested in taking a peek at what that is, you can take a look in the box down there. And we'll see you next time. Have a good week. Bye-bye.